Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel. And welcome back to another episode of the Chicago Cubs Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on MLB The Show 25. Today is the day, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the day we end the series. It's the final episode of the entire series. Some may say it's the final countdown. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I can't play that. That's copywritten. But it is the final moments of the series. The World Series is in our grasp. Will we get another one? I hope so. I think we have the team to do it, but we will never have another Chicago Cubs Legends Series episode on the channel after this one. It's the series finale today, so I hope you go on and enjoy. If you do, leave a like, subscribe, join the Juice Club. Hopefully it doesn't end after the NLDS. That'd be pretty awkward. But if it does, it does. So here we go. We take on the New York Mets. This is our team. The rotation is Koufax, Maddox, Skubal, Fernandez, and Dontrelle Willis. D-Train. With the bullpen being Bob Gibson, Mark Pryor, K-Rod, Arnold Cato, Eric Gagne, Craig Kimbrell, and Lee Smith, the all-time saves leader. Then we move to the lineup. We've got Ichiro, Kirby Puckett, Andres Galarraga, Bo Jackson, Yogi Berra, Jose Canseco, Nomar Garciaparra, Pete Rose, and Alfonso Soriano. And then on the bench, we got Delgado, Kemp, Judge, Thomas, and Mike Tejada. That is our lineup and our 1 through 5 in the rotation. Can that team get through not only the Mets, but also either the Padres or the Marlins, and then whoever comes out of the American League and win another World Series? I guess we'll have to find out. If you're curious about any stats or anything like that, go check the last episode. We took care of all that in that episode. So if you want to catch up on anything like that, there's a link down below in the description for the playlist. And if you're not familiar with how we do these, even though we've done a few of these now, we do quick manage for the playoffs. We quick manage every single game, and we jump in if need be. Hopefully we don't have to, but we do jump in if we need be. And we try to help the team. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, but we do try to jump in and help every once in a while. It's really up to discretion, my discretion, to see if we need to help or not. But we have a dominant pitcher in Sandy Koufax, so I feel pretty confident we can get this done. Here we go. NLDS game number 1. Let's start hot. Let's start real hot. Let's just get a bunch of wins out the gate. All we need is 3. It's a 5-game series. All you need to do is win 3. So let's go and do that right now. We do lead 1-0, by the way. Although it's tied now. Ethan Salas, of all people. Oh, no. If Ethan Salas is scoring runs on us, we're in trouble. I just need Koufax to pitch as dominant as he pitched during the regular season. If he can do that, at some point the bats will wake up. Or Anthony Volpe's going to hit a solo shot off of Sandy Koufax. All right, that's something I didn't expect. Come on, Sandy. And Jeff Bagwell with a solo homer. All right, Sandy. Jeff Bagwell, former Chicago Cub, by the way. I think Sandy's day is going to be over here. We're going to bring in Mark Pryor, see if he can get through these innings here. We need to dominate. There it is, Jose Canseco. Fun fact, he follows me on Twitter. 3-run homer from Jose Canseco gets us that 4-3 lead, which we can bring in the all-time saves leader, Lee Smith, to shut the door on the Mets in Game 1, and he does exactly that. A huge 3-run homer in the 8th for Jose Canseco gives us the win. Oh, that's a massive win. That's a massive, massive win. And now we move to game number 2. It'll be, who's on the mound for this one? It's going to be Greg Maddox on the mound for this one. All right, Greg. Let's see if Greg can get Anthony Volpe. Second game in a row, he hits a home run off of me. This time it was in the first inning. What are we doing with Anthony Volpe here? What are we talking about? Canseco with a solo homer. He's picking up right where he left off. All right. I'm here for Jose Canseco dominating. I'm absolutely here for it. I don't honestly care who dominates as long as we win the games. If Canseco wants to hit a bunch of runs, he can do it. Grand slam, Alfonso Soriano. Are you serious, my guy? A double from Bo Jackson. We've hit around in that inning. Wow. 8-1. The Mets don't stand a chance against the Cubbies. The friendly confines are too intense for the Mets. Ichiro with a solo homer. Oh, we came to play. We came to play. Garciaparra scores a few runs. It's 12-1. How has this gone the way that it has? I have absolutely no idea. The bats have woken up, which is exactly what I thought would happen. Although now the Mets are starting to rally a little bit here. Let's not have that happen. Let's bring in Bob Gibson. We don't need to burn Lee Smith, so let's bring in Bob Gibson. Although Bob's getting shelled a little bit. They brought in Cato because I think, yeah, Bob Gibson got hurt. He bruised his hand. But we do get the win anyway. And Canseco again the MVP. All right, now we go to Citi Field, right? It's Citi Field? I forget. Who cares? I think it's Citi Field. Whoever. It doesn't matter. We move to New York. Queens, New York, to try to take down the Mets. If we can beat them here, it is Citi Field. I thought so. I got that mixed up with Shea Stadium because I couldn't remember which one was the new stadium, which was the old stadium, but it's Citi Field. Skubal's on the mound. I don't trust anybody more than Tarek Skubal to get the job done, and we can sweep the Mets in 3 and then rest the rest of our team for the rest of the series and then move to the NLCS, win that series, hopefully in 4, and then win the World Series. Bo Jackson with a 2-run homer. Pretty sick nasty if you ask me. Chase Burns can't handle all this sauce. He simply can't. We're too saucy for him. The Souse Bouse. Come on, Scoobs. Scoobs is delivering. The hitting's delivering as well. A walk scores a run. A single scores a run. A sac fly scores a run. It's 5-0. I'm going to take Scooble out. We're going to bring in Eric Gagne. Bringing the heavy hitting. The heavy artillery, you could say. And I'm going to let Gagne go this inning as well. And he does a bang-up job. No more insurance, but it's 5-0. I'm gonna let Arnold Cato take this one. And I shouldn't have let Arnold Cato do it, but he gets out of the inning with nothing done. And we sweep the Mets in 3. We will take on either Marlins or the Padres. Beautiful. Skubal did a beautiful job. Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be the Marlins, I think that said. Yeah, the Marlins. So we get 4 days off. Everybody's gonna be fresh and ready to go. I don't know if Jose Fernandez is gonna get the game here in game 1. I think I'm going to give it right back to Sandy Koufax here for game 1. We'll see what he does. Hopefully I didn't make the wrong decision. Oh, great. Walker Jenkins is on this Marlins team. Walker Jenkins, for some reason, always hits me hard, and I don't like it. Roberto Alomar scores a run. Not ideal. Double for Jenkins. Let's see what I tell you. I don't know what it is. 3-run homer from White. Sandy Koufax, maybe I made the wrong decision. Galarraga scores a run with a triple. Why is Sandy Koufax all of a sudden not hitting or not pitching well? Now he's starting to figure it out, but our team has gone cold here. Can we figure it out, please? Triple from Bo Jackson to lead off. Single from Canseco. Oh, but we couldn't do anything with it. Koufax, I'm going to pull for Eric Gagne. Come on, boys. We got to rally. Solo shot from Ichiro. Why is Ichiro hitting all these home runs? Come on. Come on. Let's rally. Get a couple more runs. Come on, come on, come on. Bottom 9. Do I jump in or do I let it ride? I might let it ride. Single. Line out. Fly out. Walk. Oh, my God. And it's over. Bo Jackson couldn't get it done. Tommy White was the winner for the Cubs. I'm going to be sick. We lose game 1 of the NLCS. I might have jumped in there if there was nobody out, but it was starting to get a little crazy there, and I just let it ride. I mean, it was single. It was runner on first and second. What do you want me to do? All right, so we don't win the first game, so it's not going to be a sweep. But let's just avoid going down 2-0. Kobe Mayo solo shot. What is with these guys and these random players hitting home runs off of me? I mean, Anthony Volpe in the first series. Now Kobe Mayo's hitting a home run off of me. Bo Jackson, 3-run homer. Maybe he just needed to get warmed up a little bit. But Wallner gets a double that scores a run. It's 3-2. We lead. Ichiro scores 2 on the double. 5-2. There we go. Double from Soriano scores a couple. It's 7-2. Now it's 8-2 with the Pete Rose RBI single. Yeah, Greg Maddux probably done after that inning. We're going to pull him, and we're going to bring in Craig Kimbrell this time. We've been running Gagne a lot, so let's let Kimbrell go here. And he does a great job. I might let Kimbrell go the 9th. Yeah, let's let Kimbrell go the 9th and see what happens. I don't want to burn Lee Smith when I don't have to. And Bo Jackson gets us the win. So we tie it back up at 1. But now we head down to Miami. We head down to South Beach. Not one, not two, not three, not four. Scuba's going to get it for game 3. Let's see what we got. Let's start hot. That's exactly what I say. When I say let's start hot, that's exactly what I mean. Grand slam Bo Jackson in the first inning. That is literally the definition of let's start hot. Huge solo shot from Soriano. It's 5-0 in the second inning, or third inning now, I guess. Let's get to Sasaki a few more times. Oh, they pulled him already. We got to him, I guess, then. Kirby Puck with a walk. Back-to-back walks. 3 straight walks. Grand slam, Canseco. 2 grand slams in a single game, and then Garcia Park comes in immediately. It's a solo homer. Yes. All right. White hits another solo homer. I'm tired of him already. Solo homer Roberto Alomar. But the damage has already been done, pretty much. The damage has already been done. It's over for Bozo. A walk scores a run. Another walk scores a run. Another walk scores a run. Look at that. Look at the results for that. There's 5. Or how many walks is that? Is that 6? That's 6 walks in a row. That's an insane amount of walks. I've never seen that before in a quick managed sim. That's insane. What an absolute dredging of the Marlins. But K-Rod's starting to get a little beat up here. So let's end this really quickly. There we go. 14-5. Wow, we absolutely shelled them in game 3. And now we take that 2-1 lead. We move to game 4. Let's take this one. Finally, Jose Fernandez gets to pitch. So let's see what Jose Fernandez got up his sleeve here. I wish we'd started as hot as we did last game. That would have been pretty awesome. Walker Jenkins, man. I don't know what it is about Walker Jenkins, but he always hits well against me. And now the Marlins have started hot. They're up 4-0 on me. Is Jose Fernandez washed? Did I make the wrong decision to trade for him? I'm not quite sure, but this is not going well for the good guys here. Come on, Jose. He started to figure out a little bit, but we've only got 2 hits. We gotta get our bats working. Maybe we used all our runs. I mean, Bo Jackson gets an RBI double, but all right, there we go. Now the bats are starting to wake up a little bit. Let's bring in Arnold Cato. There we go, Kirby Puckett. But Ichiro got thrown out at home, and Cato allows a solo homer. Okay, all right. No need to panic just yet. 5-3. We've seen how quickly we can explode for runs, but Mookie Betts, it's hard when Mookie's hitting home runs off you. All right, this one's over. We just gotta take our medicine on that one. The Marlins did not want to go down 3-1 in the series. That is for sure. We just can't let them take the advantage back. We got to win this game. And I don't know if I'm going to pitch Jose Fernandez anymore. But we can't let them take the advantage. We got to win this game. We might have used all of our juice, though. I mean, all of our runs might be out of our system at this point. Although Ichiro with a double, and then Kirby Puckett with a double. And then Bo Jackson was a single. Maybe I spoke too soon. Another single. It's 5-1 already. See, I told you, that's how quickly we can score runs. We are such an electric offense. We can score runs in the blink of an eye. Canseco with a solo homer. Come on, boys. Keep it going. I mean, at this rate, we know how good the Marlins are. We need to score runs every single inning, basically, if we want to stay ahead of these boys. But Dontrelle Willis is pitching way better than you would ever think he should be pitching. And I'm going to finally pull him here. But he had a fantastic showing. Kimbrel's super drained of energy. At this point, I don't think we need any more insurance because I think Gagne can get done. Gagne can get it done. We win 6-2. Dontrelle Willis pitched 7 innings, and he was perfect. We take the advantage. We go back home to the friendly confines. It's game time, boys. It is game time. This is game 6 of the National League Championship Series back at Wrigley. And Sandy Koufax is going to get the... no, Greg Maddux is going to get it for this one. Greg Maddux has pitched the most consistently so far, so I'm going to give it to Greg Maddux. Kirby Puckett gets the scoring started with a solo homer. We just need one more game with big-time run scoring, and there's the run scoring. Kirby Puckett, 2 for 2, and he's got 4 RBIs. He's hit 2 home runs today. Okay, it's the Kirby Puckett game, I see. I don't care whose game it's going to be as long as we win. 2-run homer by Pete Rose is pretty sick. I was kind of hoping Kirby Puckett would have another home run, but he didn't get it there. 3 straight walks, double play. 3-run homer, Yogi Berra's 11-0. This is exactly the game that we needed. And this is why I pitched Greg Maddux, because they already scored 2 runs, but it's in the 6th. Greg Maddux is just on one today. This playoff run is Greg Maddux's big-time game. We needed it. Yogi Berra is 4 for 4. I mean, Yogi Berra is unstoppable right now. Yogi Berra is unstoppable right now. And I'm going to give this to Bob Gibson so we don't burn out Greg Maddux. There we go. We win the National League Championship Series. We are playing in another World Series, ladies and gentlemen. And it's going to be against the White Sox. Another Chicago versus Chicago matchup. And it's former Chicago Cub Tim Lincecum. Wow. Who do we pitch for game 1? Do I pitch Greg Maddux? Or do I pitch Sandy Koufax for game 1? I'm not pitching Jose Fernandez, that's for sure. I don't even know. I think I got to go with the hot hand, right? I think I got to go Greg Maddux for this one. He had a few days off. He's going to be fully rested and ready to go. But I think I got to give it to Greg. I mean, he's been the hottest pitcher we have. I can't believe we're taking on the White Sox, man. Of all the teams, it's the Chicago White Sox. A battle for Chicago in the World Series. I think we played them one other time in the World Series. It might even have been just last year. I don't remember exactly. Jesus Made is, yes, that's what I'm going to call him. I'm pretty sure it's Jesus Made, but I'm going to call him Jesus Made because that's funnier. So Jesus Made has the home run to score them, to start the scoring, but we get a double and a single that scores a run. Come on, it's Tim Lincecum. We know that Tim Lincecum is inconsistent because we had him on the team. So why can't he be inconsistent for me? Greg Maddux is actually kind of struggling here. It's 2-1 White Sox lead. I'm going to bring in Mark Pryor. And Mark Pryor must have got hurt because they brought in Arnold Cato. All right, that's a little concerning. I think I am going to have to jump in here bottom 9. It's kind of what it's looking like here. Never mind, Mazeroski with a solo homer from Gagne. All right, first time jumping in. I think I got to at this point. They bring in Ben Joyce to end this game in Game 1 of the World Series, but we got Andres Galarraga. I probably shouldn't have swung at that, and it's going to end up costing me there. Soto makes the out. It was 3-1 count. I mean, it was just too enticing of a pitch, especially when you got a power hitter like Galarraga at the plate. You got to swing at those type of pitches, so I had to do it. I'm a little mad that Greg Maddux has not pitched better in this game. I mean, I gave him the bump here because he was our most consistent pitcher, and when you got a hot hand, you got to give it to him. As Bo Jackson strikes out, looks like we're going to be no help in Game 1 of the World Series here because I'm, for some reason, not able to hit on Ben Joyce, of all people. We're very familiar with, by the way. Yogi Berra might have just smacked a home run. Oh, it's jumping off the glove of Juan Soto. Yogi Berra keeps the game alive with a 2-out double. Good job, Yogi. And that brings up Jose Canseco hitting .353 in the postseason. He's had an unbelievable run so far. He's been really good. I need him to be even better. You gotta be kidding me. The luck. The actual luck from Ben Joyce. That's an RBI single. But Ben Joyce turned his glove around and stopped it from going into the outfield. What an insane play from Ben Joyce. Yeah, the hit could have been better where the ball angled, the trajectory was not just a line drive, but the fact that Ben Joyce had the reflexes to make that stop is a little frustrating. Not even just a little, it's very frustrating. That's an RBI single that gets us down by 1 run. Yeah, maybe we still end up not winning the game, but still, we would have been down by 1 run and not 2 runs. Not the way that I wanted to start the World Series, that's for sure. I did not want to go down 0-1 to the White Sox. The bats just didn't wake up that game. And that's the problem when you have such a lineup like we have. We're so power hitting dependent, as Soriano hits a two-run homer, which is very on brand. But we're so heavy hitting that sometimes you just don't wake up. Solo homer from Galarraga is huge. We are going up against Kumar Rocker, by the way, and Emerson Hancock. So we pushed Rocker out of the game, which is pretty nice. I kind of wanted to keep him in the game because we were hitting him pretty well. But now Hancock's in the game. We might not hit him as well. And for some reason, Sandy Koufax is trash in the World Series, or in the postseason in general. I'm not quite sure why Sandy sucks. But he does. He is absolute garbage. Straight trash, homie. And Craig Kimbrell, speaking of straight trash, homie, oh my God, Craig. I let him go because I thought maybe he'd figure it out. He just kind of sucks. I think we lost game 2 right there. I'm not even really going to jump in. Why would I jump in? I've proven I can't really do much, can I? It's 8-4. We lose because Craig Kimbrell sold that game. We are down 2-0 in the World Series. It's not looking good for the boys. It is not looking good for the boys. Man, we lost that game. We were winning that game pretty convincingly, too. But then Craig Kimbrell comes in and absolutely is trash. Not sure what else I could do about that. I guess not put Craig Kimbrell in the game is what I could have done about that. But there's no way I could have known he was going to get absolutely rocked into the stratosphere by that. Come on, boys. Come on. Where's those bats? Where's those bats that hit unbelievable runs all the time? I mean, there we go. That's 2 runs. Show me the money, baby. Show me the money. Ichiro with a 2-run homer. I don't know why Ichiro's hitting home runs all of a sudden in the postseason. He's going crazy. Keep giving me runs. We're going to take Scooble out. We're going to bring in Bob Gibson. I wish I could bring in Pryor, but Pryor's hurt. It's 4-1. I think it's finally time to bring in Lee Smith. He hasn't pitched much in this entire postseason. Either we win big or we lose, so there's no reason to have him. We do finally get back with a win there. Thank God. Pryor's back healthy. We take game 3. Let's start going on a roll here. We took game 3. We had an excellent pitching performance from Scooble there. And now it's Dontrell Willis. And last time we saw Dontrell, he was amazing. And we started real hot. Oh my God, we've started unbelievably hot again. This is what I expected from Tim Lincecum. That's what I expect when I say we can hit Tim Lincecum. He's super inconsistent. And they've already pulled Lincecum in the second. But Dontrell allows a 2-run homer and then another solo shot. So the White Sox are starting to rally here. Come on, Dontrell. Do not sell me, Dontrell. Do not sell me, Dontrell. I'm pulling him. He's done. He's done. Dontrell Willis will never pitch again for the Chicago Cubs. I can't believe it. I can't honestly believe it. It's 8-8. The amount of runs scored in this game so far is actually insane. 2-run homer by Hart. You got to be joking, man. You simply got to be joking. I didn't mean to bunt there. I hit the wrong button. Oh my God. I can't believe that we're in this situation. It's 10-8. Come on, boys. Please. 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 No, Bo Jackson can't do anything with it. We are down 3-1 in the World Series. This team is way too good to be down in the World Series, man. What in the wide world of sports is going on here? Final game of the World Series, possibly for us. It's game 5. We need a win. We simply need a win. It's not going to be Jose Fernandez, that's for sure. Oh, come on. I just need a good pitching performance once in my life, please. Why can I never get the pitching that I want? Come on, man. I've got all these great pitchers, and they simply are trash in the postseason. It happens every single year. But there's the hitting. That's what we need. There we go. Now we're rallying. Now we're getting some runs. Maybe that'll build some confidence for Greg Maddux. We're able to take the lead. That could build some confidence for the man. I'd love if we get some more insurance. I'm going to pull Greg Maddux. We're going to bring in Mark Pryor. It's nice having him back. Although maybe it's not because it's tied 4-4 now. Double scores a couple of runs for Soriano. Huge. Another double scores some runs. It's 9-4. Actually massive. Come on. Come on. Just keep on winning. Keep on winning games, baby. Let's bring in Lee Smith to end it. And he does just that. We survived to play another game. We go to game 6. We have survived to play another game. Who's going to pitch in this one? Is it going to be Scooble? Whose energy is ready to go? Koufax or Scooble? I think it's got to be Scooble, right? Although, who do I trust for game 7 if we were to get there? I don't trust Dontrell anymore. I don't trust Jose Fernandez. I barely trust Greg Maddux. I think I got to give this to Koufax. Because I got to give Scooble game 7, right? Although, maybe I should have gave Scooble this game, because now we're down 4-1 already. But we got a lot of firepower in the lineup, so we can get back in this game pretty quickly as long as Koufax can control this, please. Come on, Sandy. I traded for you for a reason, so you'd be good. Bo Jackson, 2-run homer. Huge. Come on. Come on. We got this. We are a good baseball team. No more Garcia-Parra, solo homer. 3-run homer by Galarraga. It's 10-4. That's actually massive. Absolutely huge. I think I'm going to let Koufax go another inning. I probably shouldn't. But he gets out of that one, thankfully. 2-run homer, Bo Jackson is 12-5. Oh my God. As long as things stay the way that they are, we are going to be playing game 7. Although, Jesus made, I'm going to be sick. Oh my God, it's 12-8. They got 3 runs in the 6th. Mark Pryor's trash. Looks like we're going to need a few more insurance runs. All right, got to bring in Lee Smith. Get it done, Lee. You're the all-time saves leader for a reason. We have forced game 7. That's what I'm talking about. That's the resiliency. Huge. Actually huge for the good guys. And you know who it's going to be. It's going to be Tarek Skubal. He's 3-0 with a 1.50 ERA. He's been the most dominant pitcher that we have in the postseason. So it only goes to show that we have to have him here. And we're going up against Tim Lincecum, which we know we can hit against. We've proven that in this series so far. We've proven we can hit against him. Come on, I don't need a pitcher's duel in the World Series. That is one thing I do not need. That is way too much stress. But it looks like that's what we're getting. Ichiro gets us on the board with a solo homer. That's massive. All right, Skubal, you've got the lead. All you got to do is pitch well for a couple more innings. No, Jeffers scores and ties it for the Sox. Solo homer, Kirby Puckett off of George Soriano. And Lee Smith will come in to end this game, and you best believe I'm jumping in. Game 7 of the World Series comes down to 3 outs. It's Miguel Cabrera up first for the White Sox, and I almost just threw a home run pitch to him. You should have seen my face. If I had face cam on, it would have been a meme. Because I thought I just gave up a tying home run to Miguel Cabrera there. Come on, Lee Smith. You're the all-time saves leader in Major League Baseball history for a reason. You need to prove it one final time. I can't believe in Game 7 we got a pitcher's duel. Oh, he didn't chase the slider. I thought maybe I could get him chasing with the crazy out-of-the-line slider, but he didn't go after it. Here comes the cutter. That's not strike 3? Are you blind? Are you simply blind, ump? That is not strike 3. In Game 7, you can't call that a strike. We walk Miguel Cabrera. I can't be serious right now. That cannot be what just happened. You didn't call that a strike. Are we serious? You didn't call that a strike. What are you looking at, ump? I'm going to break your kneecaps. You better not see me in the parking lot after the game, regardless if we win or not. We strike out Jamie Park. Huge. And now it's Juan Soto. Come on, Lee. Come on. That's a grounder. It's going to get past Soriano. No, it doesn't. But 52 speed. He's going to make it anyway. Because it didn't go in his glove immediately. He kind of just knocked it, kept it in the infield. They pinch run Churio. It's Joe Hart, who's been really good this series. He's been a guy that's hit a lot of home runs. But it doesn't matter as long as we get him out right here. Double play to end the World Series. Lee Smith on to second, on to first, and the Chicago Cubs are world champions again. Back to back. Back to back. They did it. They did the improbable, the unthinkable. 3 world titles in the series. It couldn't have ended in a better way. The Chicago Cubs will ride off into the sunset as world champions for the 3rd time in the series. Man, and it wasn't without its drama, that is for sure. It took a 7-game. We were down 2-0 in the World Series. We fought all the way back to force a Game 7. And then it was a pitcher's duel between Skubal and Lincecum. Actually insane. But Kirby Puckett with the home run, the go-ahead home run, and then in turn, the game-winning home run. And then Lee Smith comes on, and of course Lee Smith had to give us a little bit of drama as well, allowing 2 runners to get on. But he shuts the door, as he always does, because he's the all-time saves leader in baseball history. And the Chicago Cubs, for the 3rd time in this series, are world champions. Yes! I think that's the most successful we've ever been in a Legends series. I don't think we've ever won 3. Not that I can think of. I mean, the Yankees series, we were pretty successful. The Blue Jays series, before it got corrupted, we were pretty successful. I don't know. I think this is the most successful we've ever been. Galarraga will be your World Series MVP, and postseason MVP will be Bo Jackson. I mean, Galarraga hit .467 with 3 home runs in the World Series. I mean, he can't deny he was unbelievable in that World Series. And we have won it for the 3rd time. So let's take a look at the GM goals here. It's not going to show our first year, or our first couple years actually, because we've gone so deep into the into this series. But we won the World Series in 2027. That was our first one. Then we won it in 2030. So we took a couple years off, but then we won it in 2030, which was just last season, and then we go back to back. Not only winning the 3rd World Series, but also having our best win total in the regular season with 108 wins. Oh, super awesome. Super, super awesome. And this was a very fun series. A very, very fun series. This was probably the most fun I had in a Legends series, maybe since I've started doing these all those years ago. So, I mean, we just brought in so many fun players over the years. We had a bunch of amazing players. Pitching, we had so many fun players. Hitting, I mean, I finally was able to grab Galarraga, who I wanted for a while. Jose Canseco, I wanted for a while. So, just a lot of guys that I've never had before that I finally got. I mean, Jose Canseco in his career, I mean, you got to think this guy only was created for this series. So we played 7 seasons. He's got 248 home runs in 7 seasons, which is pretty insane. But if we go up to Galarraga, he's got even more. He's got 340 home runs in his career. And he's probably going to have even more than that as we keep going on, if we were to keep going on. Ichiro, also created in this series. He had 1,400 hits. Bo Jackson, 272 home runs. But those aren't even like some of the biggest numbers. Like if we go to some of the all-time power guys, I mean, some of the all-time power guys were putting up crazy numbers. Like Josh Hamilton put up 214 home runs. Who else put up some crazy numbers? Cabrera had 228 home runs in his career. All these guys were created for the Mickey Mantle wasn't, obviously. Frank Thomas wasn't, obviously. Barry Bonds had 284 home runs. So, I mean, 7 seasons to put up that many home runs is actually crazy. Galarraga with 3. Just think about that. 340 home runs in 7 seasons is just mind-boggling. The fact that you could do that. I mean, he had multiple 50-plus home run seasons. 2 that were 55. And he wasn't just hitting home runs and then striking out. He was hitting for average. He had 3 seasons where he hit over 310. I mean, Andres Galarraga is a menace, an absolute menace to society. But a super, super fun series. I had a great time with this. And I will bring it back for MLB The Show 26. Don't worry. The MLB The Show Legends series will return when MLB The Show 26 drops in March, I think, right? That's when it drops. We still got Angels baseball going on the channel, but the other two series, the Expo series wrapped up with the final episode that you saw, and now this series has ended, so we will move on to just Angels baseball until that series wraps up, which either it's going to end after this season that it's currently doing, or maybe we do a bonus season. I haven't fully decided yet, but we will be ending that soon, and then I'll be taking my break from the Juice Baseball channel until MLB The Show 26 drops in March, and we will be right back there doing another franchise like we do with the Angels, but with another team in the National League, whether it's the Pirates or the Nationals or somebody over in the National League, who knows. And then we'll do another Legends series. This time we'll move back to the American League because we switch like we do with the regular franchise. So we'll switch back to the American League. Maybe we do an Astros series, a Legends series, because I do like their ballpark a little bit. Or maybe we do a Red Sox series. That could be pretty fun, hitting at Fenway. So there's a lot of options, a lot of different options for a Legends series because you don't have to care about the team because it's a Legends fantasy draft. So you don't have to care about what team you choose. You just got to choose like what stadium you like, what jerseys you like, all that kind of stuff. That's really what goes into it when deciding what team you want to do for a Legends series. And I don't know if I'm going to do a special third series. I'm probably going to do another Road to the Show at the beginning, like I have been doing the past couple of years, continue the lineage of Juice. But after that series is over, I might do. I've been thinking about possibly doing like a kind of like a journeyman type of series where if you go to the GM goals, every contract is a 3-year contract. And at the end of that 3 years, you can obviously either get fired or you can re-sign with a team or sign with other teams that are available. And so what I was thinking was I've never really done a series where we jump around for different teams and try to rebuild them in a certain amount of time. So what I could do is maybe do a series where for 3 seasons we get hired on for whatever team we choose. And then for those 3 years, we have to try to make that team as good as possible, as quick as possible, try to win a World Series with that team. But then in the same universe, in the same franchise, once those 3 years are up, we leave and join a new team, whatever team is offering us a contract, whether it's a good team or a bad team. I guess we don't really know yet. But we take on a new contract for another team for 3 seasons, and then we try to build that team up for 3 years and try to win as many World Series as possible, or at least just one World Series. And I think a series like that where we just bounce around 3 years, 3 years, 3 years on different teams, I think that could be a fun series, something new, something different that I've never done before. I think that could be pretty cool, but I'm not sure if that's what I'm going to do. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So if that interests you, leave a comment down below. Let me know. But that's going to do it for this Chicago Cubs series. I had a super, super fun time making it, and I hope you guys had a fun time enjoying and watching it. But that's going to do it for this one. We've got Angels baseball until they're done, and then we will wrap up the series and wrap up the channel for the winter. But hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. Peace.